Hello, Omega Dimensions here, back for another Tsukihime video, and this is the final part for friggin' Arcuied's route. Let's see if we can also see the good to the two endings, because I don't know, they're probably the same, just the endings are different, if I remember correctly. We arrive at school. Even though she was carrying me, Senpai isn't even out of breath, and she ran as swiftly as if she was sprinting by herself. Tono-kun, can you walk? Barely. We're going to the row, so I can't go in like this. That's true. Then please walk on your own from here. Senpai lowers me to the ground. The school is eerily quiet. Once we go outside, all that's left is a fight to the death. I take off my glasses after a deep breath. My head starts to pound. Oh, they put white this time. That's pretty interesting, because usually black or like freaking red. In addition to not being able to move myself fully, I feel really sick. This isn't good. Senpai looks at the night sky with a serious expression. A full moon. The rain moonlight illuminates the school grounds. What isn't good? Yes, the true ancestors are said to be originally from the moon. So they gain much strength from the moon. Oh, they originally are from the moon. That's interesting. This is the same for Roa as a dead apostle under the true ancestors, so he's practically immortal tonight. With my current equipment, I may not be able to fully kill him. She grits her teeth. Practically immortal. But that doesn't mean a thing to me. If I can get close, even in the next instant, I'll be stabbing the chest once more. If I can get close, I can pierce his death. It's very bright tonight. It'll be difficult to conceal ourselves in darkness. I'm very fond of moonlight nights, but it's a little different tonight, since Senpai sighs. The pale, shiny moonlight, and the frigid night air. I can see the lines of death growing. Really? I don't like moonlight nights. Tono-kun? Oh, so I switched it. Okay, whatever. My brain creaks. Rather than the sunshine, I can unpleasantly see everything clearly in the weak moonlight. I like the strong sunshine that erases everything or real darkness. Not pain, but my brain actually starts creaking. Man, it seems like I'll go especially crazy tonight. Everything seems to die easily. It's like I'm on the deserts of the moon. But with this, there's no way I'll miss Rose's death either. I put my glasses back on. Gripping my knife, I walk towards the school building. I pass through the front entrance. Even walking normally is difficult. The distance to the school building seems incredibly long. Tono-kun, we will split up here. Senpai says this suddenly. From here on, please go ahead by yourself. I'll be doing something else. Something else, Senpai? You're going to do something? Now look, even my goal is to deal with Roa. It seems this Roa is stronger than his previous host, so I can't face him directly. When you and Arcuied are killed by Roa, I'll use that opening to dispose of him. She says this directly with a serious expression. You really seem serious, Senpai. Yes, that was the last time I'm letting personal circumstance enter my work. You're fighting for her, aren't you, Tono-kun? Like that, I also have my reasons. So from now on, I cannot help you. Oh, yeah, thanks, Senpai. Since this might be goodbye, let me say I liked you, Senpai. It was fun spending time with you and Ariko, talking about stupid things. Yes, it was like a dream for me too. Senpai disappears towards the building like a black shadow. Well, time to go. I push my body, which hurts every time I move, and I run into the school building. The school building is full of cracks, as if a small typhoon was let loose inside, and they shift higher and higher and higher. It seems the fight between Arcuied and Roa has already begun. Upstairs, I spit this out as I dash up the stairs. I gasp for air. I make it to the 4th floor. The cracks running through the walls continue down the hallway and to the passageway which connects the 2 buildings. Damn it! I somehow manage to move my wavering legs and run towards the connecting passageway. I pass through the hallway and reach its intersection with that passageway. That's the last stop. Oh, well, this is a new image. I've never seen it before. I don't even remember seeing it. And I played this like the second time I played this game, so I don't know. In the middle of the passageway, 2 figures are glaring at each other from the distance. Shiki stands at the end of the passageway, reaching to the nearby building wide open, and in the very center, Arcuied is kneeling on the floor, breathing hard. Arcuied! I start to dash towards, but before then, Arcuied, still kneeling, looks at me intensely. I can't move. This instant, her eyes fix on me, my body as it becomes stone. I doesn't move at all. How awful. How awful biting your friend with your mystic eyes like that. It would have been okay for you to let him die with you. Shiki, no, Roa, laughs amusedly. Mystic eyes. Why? Why is Arca using this on me? Finally, even though I find me here on time, why? Why Arcuied? Looks away from me and directs her gaze at Roa. She doesn't say anything. She doesn't say anything to me. She only glares at the enemy in front of her, and she breathes painfully. Why? I can't even shout. Not because of our mystic eyes, but I finally made it here. Cursing my infectness, my body, which I forced for so long, starts to lose its heat. Roa laughs loudly as he watches the 2 of us. I see. You're finally prepared, princess. Roa leisures walks over Arcuied. Arcuied remains kneeled, unmoving. My, you're pretty good, Shiki. It seems the princess here is going to fight me to save you. If it was the former princess, you would be terrifying, but you are just a regular vampire. You don't even have the power of a true ancestor anymore. Jeez, it would have been better if you only fell to your desires. Quiet! Arcuied's voice echoes through the hallway. What's this? If it's not a hallucination, what is this? If it's not a hallucination, everything around Arcuied starts to waver. What? Roa stops walking forward. Marble phantasm. You can still use that, as to be expected from the royalty of the true ancestors. Roa retreats fearfully. However, you cannot win against me, because I have something you lack. Arcuied stops breathing, as if ceasing all movement in order to gather up all her strength. You know, don't you? Right. It is the experience of death. I know what death is, but you do not. That is our difference. Well, as long as something is alive, it cannot experience death. The only one who knows it, probably the only one has an infinite reincarnator like me. The wavering of everything around Arcuied grows stronger. Humans are instinctually afraid of the unknown. That does not change, even for our transcendent races like true ancestors. No matter how much of the occult you study, no matter how long-lived you are, you cannot experience death. You all gain so much power by resisting death, but at the same time, it is the source of your weakness. You can run away from death, whereas I accept it. That is the difference in nature between you, Arcuied Prince Dead, and I, Michael Roa, Valaman. Valaman. Yeah, I don't know why I say it like that, but or even now, I live as a human this age. An out-of-place ghost like yourself has no right to judge me. The glass around the passageway starts to break. I know about death, about darkness, and nothing is which I have journeyed many times. To me, death is a little more than a common ritual. Let's say you destroy this spot right here. I also remain in this world. Why don't you understand it's useless to fight me? Rose spread his arms higher. Arcuied does not answer. Alright, if you still insist on challenging me, I will not stop you. For your resistance will be rewarded. Roa lowers his arms and crouches. Everything around Arcuied seems to burst apart any minute now. I can't speak. This isn't good. My brain screams to me. I shouldn't let this happen. I don't know why. I don't even have proof. Just I, who's seen lots of death, can tell. Roa and Arcuied, which one of them is closer to death? Stop. I can't speak. I can't. Crack. The sound of the air itself ripping apart. The wrapping Arcuied surrounding propagates along the entire passageway. The entire hallway pulses. The glass windows, the walls, the hallway, the whole building. They become rolling waves, as if they were a shredder of tens and hundreds, thousands, no countless numbers of blades. In a single instant, Roa's body disappears, distorted, sliced, compressed. All that remains are his ankles. The sliding of the hallway ceases. Maybe it only lasted a moment. The passageway like this it was before. Only all that is left is Roa's ankles. But it didn't end there. The ankle starts to move. They start to run towards Arcuied. As they do, with each step, a leg with his hips, with his other leg, his torso, his arms about sprout to life. Arcuied is still kneeling, not moving. Directly in front of her, Roa's neck came back into being. I couldn't warn her in time. The completely regenerated Roa slices through her stomach, like cutting cleanly through the line of which no slicing of flesh, no flowing of blood. That was close. I knew it was correct to choose tonight. If the moon was waiting even the slightest bit, I could not have regenerated from just the ankle. And Princess, you cannot regenerate from that wound. My claws had the same ability as that man over there. Arcuied collapses to the floor. This is the power I got from experiencing death. Ironically, I did not know how to use this myself, but he taught me. Or someone who was seeing death perceiving it from was not difficult. Roa boasts as he kicks Arcuied. Her body tumbles towards me. Arcuied, I can move again. It's because the power behind her mystic eyes has vanished. It means her power is no longer working. Damn! Shaking the thought from my mind, I hold her close. A chill runs through me the instant I hold her. Her body is terribly cold. The only heat left within her is like a candle about to go out. Roa still stands before us, but I do not care about that. Right now, I just want to help Arcuied. You can freaking die. Arcuied! I call out to her. Her closed eyes open energetically as if waking from a dream. That was very lame, wasn't it? With patchwork brightness, Arcuied puts forth a strange smile. What kind of stupid things are you saying? I can't speak clearly. I wanted to say something more, something better, but my brain doesn't work. I can't be calm now. As I hold her, the lack of lingering warmth in her body tells me it's hopeless. If I took my glasses, there's no doubt I'll see something even more hopeless. More than anything else. I don't want to see that. Why? Why? It's all I can manage to say. Exasperated at myself, I hold her tightly. There's no embrace in response. She doesn't have the strength left in her. As she does is smile happily. No, this can't be happening. Why did you do all by yourself? So we're partners. We said we helped each other to the very end. Oh yeah, that's right, yeah. I kind of forgot. How can you forget? This makes me useless. I said I'll help you. I said I'll definitely help you, but I couldn't even help one bit. No, that's not all, Shiki. You helped me more than enough. That's why it's enough already. She coughs up blood and smiles painfully. So I wanted to thank you. In the end, I'm glad I was able to protect you from Roa. I gasp. Arcuied glaze over eyes, doesn't see anything. Not her wound, not even Roa who still lives. Her time. Since attacking a while ago, and right then. Yeah, thanks. I can't even lie properly. Yeah, the light in her eyes is fading. Her biowarm is rapidly approaching zero. I'm going to lose her like this. Arcuied? Yes. Drink my blood. If you do that, you will get your power back. Not even think I screamed that out. She doesn't answer, but silently she shakes her head. Why? Don't tell me you're so scared. Look, you said before, right? You asked me if birds and fish had the same amount of intelligence. Could I eat them? I would. If it meant I'll live, I would. Isn't stealing things from others to live is natural law of the world? That's what she said herself back then. So why? Why does she shake her head with those pitiful eyes? I don't like talking about what ifs. And denial. But that was my line back then. But she said it before. She'll explain what if, because it feels like there's hope. Really? I like what ifs. Even if it's sugarcoating things, I feel there's always some hope. Isn't there? But I can't finish. My throat is just too tight. I can't speak properly. That's true, but right now, there's something else I want more. With wavering voice, I ask her what it is. Yeah, I want you to kiss me, Shiki. What? Such a simple thing? Is that alright? Press my lips to hers. It isn't sweet like before or gentle. Just a kiss where I press my lips against her cold lips without warmth. After that, she smiles as extremely happy. I've always wanted to do something like that. Oh, you really like strange things. Yes, but I'm still happy. Just like that. That just felt so good. I lived for so long, but I never have been this happy like I am now. So, I kind of thought to myself, maybe disappearing like this might be good. After murmuring such a thing, all the warmth disappears from her body. Arcuied. There's no response, even though her body is so here, even though her body is so soft, even though I souvenir the sound of her voice in my ears. Never again. None of this will ever happen again. What have I been doing? I want to make her happy. I want to teach her so many things. I want to take her so many places. I want to be with her forever. But it can never happen. She done it. No matter how you look at it, there's nothing more. Suddenly, before I can say the right thing, she went off and passed away by herself. For my entire life, I won't be able to forget this. This death. This maddening calmness. I will never forget it. I hear the footsteps of the man who's watching in awe. Finished, Shiki? Finished, Shiki? Yeah, it's finished. Answering, I turn around towards my enemy. We face each other in the moonlight hallway. Ro doesn't move from the spot where Arcuied was before. He was watching everything silently because he knew he was in a dominant position. I didn't think you were still alive. Ro says this casually as nothing has happened. I take my glasses and ready my knife. It seems those who can see death are good at escaping death. It isn't a matter of the strength or weakness of your life. However, normally people call that useless effort. You're one to talk. You and I were already died once. Exactly, Ro says as he smiles. Those returning from the dead can understand death. You and I are special cases of that kind. I experienced death 17 times before I got to this, but you're only done it once. Honestly, it must be the difference in our Ling ability. I'm really curious. What kind of ability it would have been if I reincarnate in your body? A bothersome, overcomposed voice. Just hearing it makes my head hurt. I have 2 things to ask you and 1 thing to tell you. I merit to say this when my head feels a pain. Oh, alright, go ahead. Probably because he's absolutely confident in his dominant position, Ro responds amusedly. The first question is the most important. Why do you kill Arcuied? Why? She's trying to kill me, so it wasn't natural to kill her back. Well, the one I desire wasn't this weak princess who came here. My current self would have taken apart the princess while she lived. But there's no point in taking the true answer no different from a regular vampire. So I figured there was no value in taking her in, and decided to settle it. Even I'm disappointed with the way things turned out. Twisting his lips, the enemy laughs. My head hurts. Hurry, I have to kill him as fast as possible. I can't stand him existing a single second longer. Well, what do you plan on doing now? Don't tell me you think you can fight me in your condition. Resisting is useless, Shiki. I know that more than anyone else. This is causing me to clasp to my knees, but still, even I don't have any power left to stand. I gaze at him. Enough, enough. Even you see my death, you can't touch me. It's meaningless. You know, Shiki, I'm rating your ability rather highly. Yes, it seems Shiki's personality is fading away. Since he has avenged you, I am more Roa than Shiki now. Well, it doesn't really matter. Roa takes another step forward. Isn't this power wonderful, Shiki? You should be happy. You're probably the only ones who possess this mystic eyes of that perception in the entire world. And also there is Shiki, who has also the mystic eyes of that perception. So there's Shiki, the original Shiki, there's Shiki Rogi, there's Shikitono, there's Shikitono / Roa. So yeah, about freaking 4 people, if you exactly. Anything else? We're the same entity. We can understand each other more than anyone else. There's no other partner who will assure me as you. Try and tell me to be your partner? No, not asking. I'm letting. I don't care about what you want. That will only get in the way. You can relax after I drink your blood and plunder your soul. I'll make you into existence where you won't hesitate to use your power. The gritting of my teeth. I see. Then the next question. What do you see are the lines of, or what do you see are lines or points? No, make it simpler. Can you only see living things? Right. You can't possibly see anything else? Of course, non-living things don't have any life. Only living things in this place, indicating the source of life. I thought so. I was a complete vampire. I grip my knife. The headache completely governs the inside of my brain, and all I can see is one thing. You're not being clear. Are those really those aren't really the fitting final words, but enough talk. There's also the hiding woman from the church I have to deal with. You're lucky, Cheeky. Once I make you my subordinate, your first appointment will be the woman you trust. Rora approaches. My wavering vision is fixated on his figure. What you and I see are totally different, Cheeky. Back in my head, a switch turns on. All you see is life. You don't understand death at all. That's why you can't kill me. And you're only able to kill a weakened woman. My brain reaches a white heat. What? If you can see death, you can maintain your sanity. All you can perceive is the part which keeps things alive. If you can see death, you can manage to stand. To give an example, it is the whole world on the moon. Everything is like a desolate wasteland. The seam of death on everything I see. Events of the world which disappear, which I touch them. What are you? Being able to see death of things means you are forced to see the world uncertainty and fertility. The ground is not there, and the sky seems about to fall at any moment. What? What are you talking about? Royal voice falters, of course, because he can't even understand the slightest bit what I'm saying. In other words, his eyes and minds may be similar, but they're completely different things. Stop it! Those eyes! Don't look at me with those eyes! Fear mixes into Ro's voice. He even said himself, humans are instantly afraid of the unknown. You don't know of the illusion that the whole world could perish in an instant. That is what it means to see death. These eyes, this power, isn't something you can boast about like you did. Yeah, back then, I was even scared of walking. Even if I haven't met that person, I would die long since been insane. That's your mistake, vampire. Life and death may be back to back, but they'll never face each other. I'm telling you, don't look at me with. I'm telling you, don't look at me with those eyes. The sound of running footsteps, but I'm many times faster. I'll show you. This is what it means to kill something. Saying that, I thrust through the hallway, point on the floor. Instantly, the lines racing through the passageway undulate. Even the sound of screaming voices buried amidst the crashing rubble. The passageway is literally killed. The blocks lost their meaning, break apart, and crumble away. For Roa, it must have been a total surprise attack. Pulled down by the destruction of the hallway and collapsing rubble, Roa falls to the earth. In front of my very eyes, the passageway crumbles away. Enduring the pain in my head and brain in my body, I head towards the stairs. I head towards Arcuied's corpse and hurry to the courtyard. Under the moonlight, a courtyard is under the passageway that has become a sea of rubble. In its center, something moves. He really is sly when dealing with death. I pull off my almost collapsing body towards it. He really is something. The lower half of Roa is almost completely gone. Yet, coming out underneath the rubble, the upper half of his body still moves, ignoring the fact. The amount of life almost must be something worthy of respect. What's that? Quivering Roa whispers around. While I get on top of the rumble, I move directly in front of him. Shiki! Roa lifts his head to look at me. His eyes are oozed with hatred. You monster, his voice. You monster, his voice equally full of incarnate hatred. Who's this? replying I stand in front of him. Ro's death. It's just a little right to the heart of his heart. I'll lightly thrust my knife forward, a sensation like piercing paper. My feeling is indeed death. Ro gives a small scream. He's someone who experienced death. He should have known this feeling really well. You're not scared, are you? It's a path you're quite familiar with. If there's a difference. If there is a difference, there's only one thing. This time, you can't come back. I pull out my knife and turn away from Roa. Roa isn't dead yet. Like Arcuied, someone as long-lived as him will linger just a little longer. I breathe weakly. My mind wavers, and my body is at its limits. Then my head, it's past its limits. Arcuied even said back then, I shouldn't force myself to look at death of non-living things. If I do it too much, the blood vessels in my brain will burn away. I don't care about that. It would have been all right. Even if I turned myself into a vegetable, it would have been worth it to stop Roa sooner. That's why you won't have to have. I collapse. I fall on the ground. My ankles are in pain. I turn around to see the upper half of Roa, which crawled this far. You. With bloodshot eyes, he makes his way onto my collapsed body, fading, disappearing. I'm disappear. His body wraps around my neck. Why I disappear? How did you kill me? Opening his saw-like mouth, he moves to bite my neck. I won't disappear. You and I are connected, you see. You transfer my existence. Links cannot be cut. His teeth dig into my neck. He vanishes. Roa body falls apart in a single instant. Yes, with this, it means I'm the one who killed them. Senpai says with a sword in hand, breathes happily. I don't quite understand. I'm saying I'm the one who killed Roa. No matter who is your opponent, is you should not kill humans. You are not someone who should come to my world. So I'm the one who killed them. Senpai says, well, haughty as she places her hands on her hips. Senpai, that's just sugarcoating it. Maybe it is. But it's a kind of lie. So isn't it okay? Even is hypocrisy, doesn't it allow room for hope somehow? Those words are similar. Even when I told her to not talk about what ifs, she answered with something like that. Yeah, that's right, somehow, somewhere is hope then. How happy can that be? But that isn't really important, isn't it? Are you okay, Tono-kun? Were you bitten? Senpai rushes quickly to care for me. My conscience fades away. I don't want to move anymore. My brain wants to rest. Kun, Shiki, hey! Farther and farther away, eyes still open, with the glass-like moon overhead. My conscience completely ceases. As it happens, I think to myself, how it seems just like a television being switched off. Okay, epilogue. Shiki-sama, it's morning. Please wake up. I hear a familiar voice. Shiki-sama, please wake up. If you're late, like yesterday, you'll break your palms to Aika-sama. A voice partly tense. Relax. Shiki-sama. It's okay? Aika-sama would and scold you again. No, it's not okay at all. I'm up, so hold on. So under the sheets, I respond as I slowly open my eyes. Good morning, Shiki-sama. Morning. I give a sleepy greeting in response and put on my glasses. It's past 7 in the morning. Sweet came at her usual time and managed to wake me. I'll prepare your breakfast. After changing, please head towards the dining room. He sweetly disappears from the room after a bow. I give a big yawn. After a nice stretch, I get up from bed. I change into my school uniform and cast a glance at my desk. On top it's the knife I'll never use again. The curtains sway in the wind. He must have opened the window. The skies were freshly clear. It's just a little cold though. I approach the window and close it. As it turned out, I ended waking up in my own room. It seems Senpai carried me here. Fortunately, Ike and others didn't know I left. It's been 1 week since that night. Tonishige life hasn't changed a bit from what it was before. My relation with Ike is a bit uneasy at times, but of course, we're brother and sister. Except for that passageway is being repaired, the school has not changed at all. No, it did change. At school, there's no senpai called CEO anymore, nor does anyone remember her. The instances of serial murders have occurred once since then. Since there's no official arrest, the city streets are still earthly empty at night, but it's probably returned to normal in a month. As for me, I carry an unfillable void in my heart, but I continue on as I did before, or rather, I can bear it all. At times, I get overwhelmed when I'm assailed by memories, but I don't think I'll go insane or anything for now. Someday, will I go crazy after not being able to bear with these memories, or will I just return to living normally after getting used to them? Perhaps it's about a 50-50 chance. But until then, even if it's a little girlish, I'll keep the final promise I made with her every day. Autumn is drawing close, isn't it? The blue sky outside is enough to take my breath away. Taking a large, deep breath, I shut the window. I will keep my promise. Okay, this will give you to the next zone. Let's save it so we can. Okay, I'll keep my promise. Classes end and the classroom empties, and I won't leave until the sun sets completely. The red classroom, the burning sunset spreads outside the window. The sun flushes red as it sinks deep in the sky. I'll always be waiting here. I remember unforgettable promise I'll continue waiting here forever. There is still one promise I haven't been able to fulfill. When this is all over, when we're done defeating the fifth vampire before we part, can do something like this just once more. Back then, she tilted her head to the side in confusion. So I really was wondering, what would happen if we were to meet again without any responsibilities, if we just met for no particular reason? When I said those words, I was only thinking about her. If you're too busy, then it's okay. I only thought it just now anyways. Not just two people cooperating, but two friends who get along, not doing anything in particular. If we can create some normal memories like that, I know she'll be happy.
Okay, whatever is over, let's come here again, Shiki. It won't have any meaning, but I'm sure it'll be really, really fun.
After her eyes wide in surprise, she nodded. In the classroom, bathed in sunset, Arcuied smiled and made that promise with me. I remember that promise. I remember that smile. I remember everything. I can't forget. I won't forget. I'll always remember that promise we made in the room ablaze with the sunset to meet her again. The sun sinks further. These hours until the vermilion fades completely, the quiet time until the crimson sky disappears. The eternal fleeting instant of the world standing still. Maybe I'm already crazy. Even though I'm waiting for someone who will never come, my heart is horribly calm. Clatter. The sound of something touching the desk. I look. My window's open. I realize that painted in red sunlight, she's standing by the window. She doesn't move at all, but she's there. She's right in front of me. She's not an illusion, but I feel like there's a distance which can never be spent between us. I can't speak, but I feel so terribly calm now. Jeez.
Jeez, I was really planning on disappearing, Shiki, but you just wait forever. I couldn't just leave you alone like that, so I came here.
She smiles bashfully. Well, you know, I did say I was never going to break the promise with you again. I promise me.
That's true. Thanks for keeping that promise. But I'm sorry. It seems this time that I'm one who won't be able to keep it.
Why?
I'm surprised myself.
I ask her this in a truly gentle voice, without any anger at all.
Yeah, I never did tell you my reason for pursuing Roa. Actually, a long time ago, I once drank human blood. At that time, the humans stole some of my powers, and I became an incredibly strong dead apostle. In the end, he ended killing all the other true ancestors, except for me. And
then that means you mean Roa?
Yes. Until that time, I never knew about the vampiric impulse. The other two ancestors also believed I didn't have it. But it was too late. Until then, I didn't even know I was a vampire. So I didn't even know it was something I shouldn't do.
I see. Never having been taught anything extra, she wasn't even taught that she was the same as those she killed. Because of just one mistake, I destroyed everyone. So I won't drink human blood again. But a true answer that drank blood once can remain sane without doing it again. I can only be here because you completely killed Roa. Even though I denied him so many times, it was only his flesh and not his soul. But you killed his existence completely, Shiki. The power he stole to me, and I somehow managed to survive. That doesn't. But that's all I can do. I can no longer resist the vampire impulse inside me. So... That doesn't matter. Shiki, I can't see you again. Sorry for breaking our promise. That doesn't matter to me. I just want you to be by my side, that's all. You can keep your promise. Shiki, drink my blood. If you do, you can keep your promise. Time passes by. Neither of us say anything. And after a truly maddening silence. I see, but I can't. I don't need your blood, Shiki. Why? Is my blood not good? Do you have a reason for not drinking it? She nods. I like you, so I won't. She smells like a flower blooming triumphantly. I suck in a large amount of air and try to suppress this feeling. I want to stop her. 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 Even if I have to kill her, I want to stop her. But her smile is just too glorious. I can't selfishly bring myself to ruin it. Goodbye. I really am grateful for everything, Shiki. My throat trembles, and no sound comes out. But still, I have to say goodbye. I'm a liar. Why? You kept your promise, Shiki. Just a worthless liar. I said I'll make you happy. Yes, I vow to. No, not at all. I will sleep from now on, but I'll always be dreaming of you. I enjoy our time together so much, I'll always be dreaming about it. It won't have any meaning. But I'm sure it will really, really, really fun. So Shiki, I really am happy. You really did make me happy. Damn, my throat is filled up. I don't want such a... You really are kind, Shiki. Yeah, I knew coming here to say goodbye was a good thing. I love you, Shiki. Your honesty, how are you always spaced out? I don't know how that's a compliment, that's more of an insult. How I'm the only one you yell at. How you always look forward to the future. I love all of you. So please keep living like that, okay? For just an instant, she smiles sadly. She waves her hand, and if fading into the sunset itself, she disappears before my very eyes. I grit my teeth, trying to hold it in. She was smiling until the very end. At least I didn't want to cry. The classroom was empty. I see. You really did keep your promise. In this classroom. Our promise to meet again in the classroom. That sunset. She definitely kept it. There's some things I lost, but it's now over. The curtain has fallen, clinging over the time I knew her, the time I ran through with her. Come to think of it, it's a farewell always there. It's always there. In our case, our farewell was only early. Think of it that way. This was really a satisfying farewell. She was still alive, and she told me she's still happy. No, not like this. This isn't what I wanted. Right. Or I want to be with her more. I want to talk with her more. I want to feel the warmth of her body more. Or I want to see her smile more. Always. Not like this, but I always want to make her happy. But she's smiling to the end. She left me behind, telling me to live. That stupid idiot. That was her final wish. With a smile, she told me no matter how hard it is, even if I have to deceive myself right now, until I can finally see it all as simply a memory to keep looking forward to the future and live. There's no such way I can do that. I don't have the size confidence to live like that. Still, so that she can see a happy dream, I will have to at least grant her a wish. I realize the sun has long since sank. The crimson sky is painted over in a dark blue. The dark night sky, the spiral whips of clouds and the bright white moon, they're all that's left. But a screaming beautiful memory. I exhale slowly as if praying. She may no longer be here, but I have something to say. What I forgot to say earlier. Goodbye. I had a lot of fun too. Those screaming words of her will echo through the classroom. Only the glass-like moon hangs in the night sky. The distant blue moon, looking as if it would shatter if touched. For a long time until dawn, I kept looking at it. Okay, I'll end it here and I'll see you. I'll see you on the. Well, I'm just going to pause it here at least, and I'll probably continue again in the good ending. Okay, I'm back. Now we can see like the good ending. Okay, the first one I'll keep my promise. We already said that one. No, I'll never forget Arcuied. So we'll get a good ending. So I start walking from the mansion atop the hill towards school. Like any other day, the mornings wrap in tranquility. Autumn is almost over, and winter is close by. Perhaps with the vague season in between the heat of summer and the chill of winter changes, maybe this transparent feeling will also change. I see more figures of students in uniforms the closer I get to school. Today is Saturday, so most of them are smiling as they walk along the road. Tomorrow's Saturday. It'll be funny. I should record this on Saturday. That'll be completely funny. And man, I don't know. I don't know when it's gonna be uploaded. Once I pass this intersection, I'll reach the front gate. It will be soon a month since I came back to the Tono mansion. I already become well used to this route by now. The traffic light turns red, and I stand in front of the crosswalk. Every time I stop here, I remember that one time at this intersection, Arcuied was waiting for Tonishiki back then, as she sat on the guardrail, just like she's doing now. I say without thinking. Between the cars rushing by, a scene unfolds just like before. What? She's there, dressed in white, with golden hair down to her shoulders, long, slender eyebrows over crimson eyes. Her figure I can never mistake for anyone else, no matter what. This figure that has already vanished long ago. The light turns green. The students around me start moving. In the midst of it, I am the only one who stands still, and she is the only one who knows me I'm here. She has her typical smile as she crosses the intersection. I can't speak. I'm so overwhelmed with emotion I don't even know what to do. Even if this is some sort of bad illusion, I'm so happy I can see her again I could cry.
Hello. Are you heading to school, student-san?
Oh my gosh, student-san, that's amazing. I think I heard my dog bark. I can't believe it. The illusion even has her voice down perfectly.
Shiki, hey, why are you so quiet? Don't tell me you forgot about me.
Those red eyes looking at me. There's no way I could forget. But at the same time, there's no way she can be here alive. I can't speak. She wrinkles her eyebrows together and glares at me like an angry cat.
Jeez, what gives? I put up not going to see you and waiting here so long. Don't tell me you're angry, Shiki.
I just can't believe it. This is an illusion in front of me. So when is he going to talk? Because this is going to take a long time if he's like this. It really is Arcuied?
Yes, it's me.
Thank goodness. I thought you became a...
Thank goodness.
Forget.
I thought you became a vegetable after you fighting Roa. I was really worried you know.
Wait a minute. I'm confused. What do I say? What should I be happy about? Is there something I need to do? I'm really just so overwhelmed. I don't know.
Shiki, hey, you're acting funny. Your mouth is wide open, and so are your eyes.
Well, it's kind of interesting for me, so I'll keep watching. Arcuied.
That's what I mean. Geez, you keep saying my name. We finally managed to meet again, so can you find anything more fitting to say?
Yeah, there's no mistake. There's only one person who can say such ridiculous things. Why?
I can't hear you. Please say it a little louder.
She tells me, come on, as she points her ear closer to me. Why are you still alive? I scream in my voice, feelings as loud as I can.
Ow, not too loud, Shiki. You don't say not too so loud.
Wait, what? Don't say not so loud. Don't say not. Why are you still alive? I thought you were gone, and I would never see you. That I'll never see you. That I would always regret it. But why? As cheerfully as if we all said goodbye yesterday, how can she greet me so simply?
Oh, I see. I never did tell you, Shiki.
Arcuied drops a fist to her other hand in realization.
Yeah, I never really did tell my reason for pursuing Roa. He stole some of my power. In order to take it back, I pursued him. But you completely destroyed him, right? And the power that was freed from Roa returned to me, and I managed to come back to life.
You never told me about that.
No, I didn't. It didn't really concern you.
Why did...
Anyways, I revived, but I could barely resist the vampire impulse inside me. I probably would have done something terrible if I wanted to see you, so I slept until I regained my power. Because of that, I was able to return to normal, but it took 7 days to suppress my impulse.
Wow, this is a weird good ending. I don't know how I feel about this. Like, to be fair, this is like the first ending that I only watched because I never saw the true ending. This is like the first time for me.
Eh,
Then you really are okay now, Arcuied?
of course.
Yeah, this just feels so weird now compared to the true ending because I never saw it before. It just seems so weird.
If it wasn't, I wouldn't be here.
She flashes me a full smile. Arcuied takes my hand.
You know, Shiki, while I was asleep, I really was looking forward to you meeting you again like this. Because once I did, we can go around and do so many things.
I don't know. This feels like the ending that kind of sprouts to the Melty Blood, like other spin-offs of Tsukihime.
I was thinking it would be so nice to get better, even just a little quicker. Because once I did, we can go around do many things, and I was thinking it would be so nice to get better, even just a little quicker.
That makes no sense. Arcuied looks at me with a pure, unadulterated smile. I'm speechless. Not in a bad way, I'm just so happy. Being able to see her smile again, all things we can do for now. Oh, I told Senpai that my wish was never to leave Arcuied alone again. Not one. Not one that was lost. So many things I want to say and tell her right now, but right now, I just want to speak honestly from my heart. Welcome back. I've been waiting for a long time. I squeeze her hand and return and briefly tell her just that. She looks a little bewildered at first.
Yeah.
Saying that, she looks away in embarrassment. Arcuied? I call out her. After a brief pause, she faces me with a full smile.
Yes, I'm back. I'm glad that you're still yourself, Shiki.
My chest tightens. If it wasn't the right way to school, I would embrace and kiss her. Her smile is just so adorable.
Alright, let's go, Shiki. You're going to take me to so many places, right?
Arcuied releases my hand and jumps like a rabbit. She's so radiant I can barely look at her directly. But, where?
Anywhere. Somewhere you think is fun, Shiki.
Smiling, Arcuied replies like it's nothing. But that's a little troubling. I have school.
Hey, can you at least spend a day with me today?
Arcuied looks dissatisfied. Eventually, I am extremely weak against that face of hers. Well, even if I want to go like this, I won't be able to concentrate there. And more than anything else, I want to be with Arcuied. You're right. Who cares about boring reputation? Okay, Arcuied. I will indulge your selfishness for the day, my princess.
Yay!
She suddenly presses her body against mine. Oh, that's nice CG. We see her full face.
Hey, Shiki. That night, while we were talking about with CL, your feelings hasn't changed?
He looks up importantly and asks at me, and she asks, "My feelings that night? What do you mean?"
About you saying you loved me.
I start to splutter. It's too embarrassing for her to ask me this question when she's this close to me. Oh, I forgot. You should have eavesdropped, Arcuied.
I can't help it if I overheard. Anyway, come on, answer me. Your words that night, they haven't changed?
Idiot. I don't even need to say that. Yeah, they haven't changed. I can't make any guarantees, but they probably will never change. I'm so embarrassed I look up at the sky and answer. Arcuied wraps her arms around mine. Oh.
Then you should prepare yourself, Shiki.
Prepare? Prepare for what?
I can't help but let a tinge of uneasiness creep in my voice. She holds on to my arm and speaks with a smile. Because you promised to be with me forever.
Then I say so when we first met. I have to take responsibility.
I'll have you take responsibility for me.
Then she starts to walk, still holding onto my arm. She's energetic as a little child, urging me to hurry and to get a playground. Oh, I see. Certainly I will have to prepare. Speaking to no one in particular, I started to walk with her. I head towards some random place, going against the flow of students going to school. Where to?
Well, there's no place we can't go.
The sunlight really suits this princess of the moon accompanying me. The weather is perfect, blue sky. Hand in hand, we walk towards the new beginning for the two of us. Huh. Yeah, that was nice. Anyways, like that's like I think this is like my second play I've played that route, like, at least this game, and I think the first time I played it was like I think I played the good ending, so I never got the true ending. So now seeing them back to back, I think I prefer the true ending. I don't know, because I prefer it because it's just like, because you see her impulses is like, it's like the good ending just seems like a half-assed way just to, oh, let's have a good ending. I don't know, Arcuied in that route doesn't seem to it is not needed to have a good ending. I think all you need is just have a true ending for her, and that's probably it. I don't know, if they made the good ending a bit better, a bit more, oh yeah, I get it, then I will be more inclined to accept it, but at the moment I can't. So maybe in the remake, when they do the remake, I hope they make the good ending a bit more better. I don't know, cause the true ending is really, really good. I don't know, I just love it. It's like a few times, cause I think Facing Night, I prefer the normal ending. No, like, yeah, the normal ending than the true ending. I don't know, cause it just makes sense. Thanks for. Yeah, you can pause it if you want to see the. Okay. Would you like to say your center-based lesson? Yes. I'm not. When I upload this, you're not gonna see when I this after the true ending, but you're gonna see this after the after this one, because it just makes more sense to me.
You have reached Arcueid's good ending. Well done. Each heroine, with one exception, has two different kinds of endings: a true ending and a good ending. After reaching one of the endings, please go back a little and read events through the story. A different event shall await you. Oh, and another thing. If you have the save data where you cleared at least one heroine, maybe a good deal to restart from the first day. You may have more choices than before. Well then, thank you very much for playing up to this point. Let's meet again somewhere in Tsukihime.
Yeah, you can see like freaking like you see all like new freaking like, the vest, and like now you have like that freaking cowboy tie thing. It's like, yeah, it looks nice. She doesn't look like much of like a sensei, but it's good for a character. I hope we can see this more in the freaking remake, because she appears after the bad endings. Surprisingly, I did not freaking die, so that's amazing. Okay, I'll end it here. This is end of Arcuied's route. See you next time. Goodbye.